Good morning to Crafters TV and Wake Up Call. We're going to have a great day today. For those of you who are just joining us, never been to Crafters TV before, we have got so much coming up for you today. We've got a craft along and we've got a launch party. I'm Leann Chivers. I'm really excited to be here with you, but I'm not alone. I've got the very beautiful Debbie Fisher with me today.
Oh,
Debbie.
you're just so kind, Leann. I was literally just saying, the products we've got on the show today, everything is amazing. Throughout the day, it's going to be incredible. I'm going to show you my craft along because this is what we're going to be making. It folds flat, but actually it pops up. So it's called a tower card. It's very easy to make, but the great thing is we can craft along. We're going to be using those beautiful border dies, those delicate lace edges, which I absolutely love because you're getting 3 different sizes and we're going to use all those. So that's what we're going to be doing in the craft along. So if you fancy doing it and you've got some edgeables, you don't even have to use our lace edgeables. You can use whatever edgeables you've got in your stash, but obviously these look absolutely spectacular. But also going to be demoing this one in our first demo. I love this collection, Leann. It's so beautiful in every single aspect. I particularly like this die here and I'll show you why when we do the first demo. But also, if you fancy something that's a little bit kinetic, what about this?
Oh, they're fabulous, aren't they?
Oh my goodness, Leann, you've absolutely hit the nail on the head with these. They are spectacular. I love these dies. It's the first time I've got them this week to have a play with them, and I can't wait to show you just how easy they are to work. They were one of those dies, when I first see the samples, I thought, oh no, I'm not going to be able to do them. That's going to be hard work. Not at all.
It's easy, isn't it?
It's so easy.
It's
so
having
easy.
the die set to do it, I think. I tried before we had dies, Debbie, just by cutting with a craft knife.
I've tried that. It went really wrong.
Really wrong. Yeah. It was very, very hard. And I thought, I'm never doing that again. But then when we've done the dies,
I know.
it just makes it so much easier, doesn't it?
So simple. Honestly, I'm going to show you exactly how it is. So good morning.
Good morning, absolutely. Debbie's going to be showing you all of those things in Wake Up Call. So it's going to be an inspirational 2 hours that we've got for you. But of course, there's still time for you to be taking advantage of the deals we've got on our website. So please do head along to the website and you can see here that we've got our £10 Tuesday portion of the website there. So you can head along to the home page. And when you get to the home page, just click on £10 Tuesday and in there you'll see a whole selection of products which are just £10, €10, $10 for you today. I can see some Tiffany storage. Get in there and get those things at the top of that category. That's the time to get it when it's on for a tenner. And then there's also some, is that a craft kit? There's also some fabulous other products in there. It's time to get little gifts for you or gifts for somebody else. And then, of course, we've got some really great bundles for you as well. And Debbie's got all of those fantastic demonstrations for you. Now, we're already being joined by so many of you. So we've got Jamie and George with us in the gallery today. They're saying hi. And we've got the lovely Rachel with us as our social media superstar today. So many of you. Alicia Gordon says good morning and greetings from Arkansas. She's getting ready for work and listening to her favourite channel. Well, good morning to you, Alicia. I hope you have a fabulous day. Tony Marie is joining us this morning. Sarah Brown, Evelyn Boyd, Christine Mahoney. Hello, Christine. Elizabeth Red, Georgianne Curley, Jackie DeChamp, Linda Armstead, Cheryl Kay, Christine again, Sarah Brown. Christine Mahoney says, Debbie, pretty craft along and those cards are beautiful. Sarah Brown says, you and I both look lovely today.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you so much. I felt I needed to put something a bit bright on today, so thank you. Now, the first bundle we've got for you this morning are these beautiful delicate lace edgeables, you can see, and they are incredible. And you are crafting along with these as well, aren't you, Debbie? This is what you're using in the craft along.
Yes.
Yeah. And so if you loved that card that Debbie showed you this morning, these are the edges for you. And you can see in each set, you get 3 dies, and those 3 dies vary in depth. each border has a different pattern, but they've been designed to work together to be laid and to complement each other in that set. It's a really fabulous concept, and I think your price that you've got on the screen today to get all of these is absolutely exceptional. So we'll have a look at the designs and then we'll talk about the fabulous price that you've got. You're also getting 100 bonus points with this deal today. This is my personal favourite, this set. I absolutely adore it. I really do. And this one's called, what's it called? Modern Mosaic. I'm going to turn them that way and then I'll be able to read what they're called. That'll be easy, won't it? And then we've also got here flowers and swirls. The delicacy on these borders is absolutely exceptional. Would you agree, Debbie?
I love them so much. I mean, what I love about them, Leann, is the 3 different sizes. So you have so much variety. Using them all together or using them apart, any single one of those is just going to make your creation amazing.
Yeah, completely agree. So you're getting all 6 of these in this set, but it's not all you're getting, because you're also getting here a pack of our absolutely exceptional dragonfly vellum, and you're getting your Garden Gnome 12 by 12 pad, and you're getting your Country Lane cardstock in here. So you're getting everything you need to make some truly beautiful collections. Now you can see your platinum price on the screen today is £73.60. £73.60, I beg your pardon, or $84, plus you're getting 100 extra bonus points. The saving that we've got on this collection is really great. It's a 30% saving that you've got, which is, I think, for something which is really quite new to us still with these delicate lace edgeables, and then having those extra bits thrown in, fantastic value for money. Debbie, are you ready to show us how they work?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's have a look at what Debbie's got.
I'm ready and raring to go because I have lots to show you throughout the next 2 hours, but I just want to show you some samples of these to really show how you can just make your cards go to a whole new level. This one is beautiful. Look at these, all cut in, bit of black card, gilding wax over the top. What about putting just one of those sizes at each side, but look at these coming in. All those different layers make that card pop. What about using them at the bottom and using some acetate, so you've actually got that as a freestanding card. Matte and layer them. Use your foam tape so you can put them on different angles on your card. Looks incredible. These sort of ones like this make these look like just timeless wedding cards that you can be creative with. Matte and layering them, using these dies down the center and then yours on the outside of your card. Use everything that you've got in your stash, and you're going to be making just the most amazing creations from time and time again. Now let's pop those to the side because I really want to get going with how we're going to be creative. Now if I take my first die, this one is our Edwardian chic, which is absolutely stunning. In fact, all of them are stunning and you will find it hard to choose. So what I would say is have a play with all of them, cut them into some cardstock, see how beautiful they look. Now I made a similar card to this yesterday, but I'm doing this a little bit of a different way. So I've got myself a piece of card stock, and I've done this to 6 inches by 7 inches, so 12 inches in total, and then 6 inches across. And then this one I've added on. So I've done my 6 inches, so 12 inches, and then I've done this to 2.5 inches, and I've actually stuck that panel onto the front of my card. And then the first thing I want to do is we want to die cut this. So I'm going to open up my card. Now because we are folding this card in half, what I'm going to do first is we're going to lay our dies out. So this one I want to go at the top of my card on the back panel. Then I want to use this one, which is going to go up on this panel, and then we're going to have another one coming down onto this panel. But if I shut that like so, if that was cut, that bit would be on the wrong side. So what I'm going to do to start with, we're just going to cut this one panel and we're going to use it just across the top of our design, straight across there. I'm not worried if it goes right to the edge because this bit is going to be cut away. So we're going to just place that onto there, and I'm going to use some low tack tape to tape that down, just like so. Now, if you've got your Gemini Pro, you would be able to do 2 pieces in one go, which is where the Pro comes into its own. So if you do have the Pro, you would be able to put this onto the whole thing. You'd be able to die cut this one and this one at the same time. We do have a Pro, I think, in the studio, but I haven't got it out, and you know what a big beast of a machine it is. So I'm just going to do one at a time. It doesn't take long, because you know with the Gemini, it's an electronic die cutting machine. It literally takes 18 seconds to go through in one pass. You could also probably do this on the Gemini Junior, actually. You just do it in different sections, in smaller sections, and then you could attach them together. So that's our first one done, so we can take that one away. Now look at that. I mean, the level of intricacy in one pass through your machine is amazing. So let's take that one away. And then we're going to do our next one. But this time, I want this one to go on the opposite side. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use this to come down. I'm going to sort of make sure we can see it as in that template. So we've got that one behind. And I'm going to just place that onto here. And then we're going to use our tape to cut across the top of that one as well. And always try to put your tape where your card is going to come away and you won't need it. So I'm just going to open that one up, and I'm going to pop that one through that way this time. And then we're going to place our boards on and run that through, just like so. So it's just taking that little bit of time, positioning them where you want them, and you will just get the most amazing detail. So let's bring that one out. And because we've cut on the opposite side of the cardstock, it means now when we take that one out, so let's just bring that one in, take this one out, and first time, every time, cutting all that beautiful detail. Let's trim down those 2 pieces. So I'm just going to trim one to the other, like so.
Lovely.
Absolutely gorgeous. Now this one is on the, you can see on the outside. This one is back to front, but when we fold that over, we then get that detail running down. Now you don't need to see me do it again. You've seen me do them all. Then once you've done that, so you can see exactly the same, this piece of card here, you're going to then put your smaller panel down, making sure this one is now on the front. So then when you've got your whole card done, you will have your opening.
Do you know what I loved about that, Debbie? It showed the difference between how, if you do it straight, but if you do it on an angle, how you can really vary it up on that.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
That's really pretty, isn't it?
Yes. So I've done this one going down,
yes,
and then that one I was going to do straight, but this one I've done all in straight lines. So
and it shows how just by varying the angle from the same die set, you can change completely the look and feel of your card.
Absolutely, which is incredible. Now, these papers are from one of my faves. Do you have a favourite paper pad, Leanne?
Oh, so the next one that we're about to launch is always my favourite.
I love that.
So the thing is, Debbie, I would never let anything be in a collection if I didn't love it.
Yes, of course.
So it's difficult for me to say. I think there's so many that I love for different reasons.
Yep.
The one that you're using there, which I think is the Country Lane pad from memory.
Yes.
I think it's the colour palette in there.
Mine too. I just love every
phenomenal.
page. I love all of our paper pads. There's
Yes.
no question. Yeah, absolutely no question about that. But I have to say, I have 2 absolute favourite, 3 actually.
Okay.
3 absolute favourites. My all-time favourite paper pad is quintessentially English.
Oh.
I am such a pink girl, and I loved it. I just loved every single page. I actually bought myself another 3 pads.
Did you?
Yes. I just absolutely loved it. That's my all-time favourite. I loved everything. I love greens, lime greens, bright pinks. Loved that one. I'm a massive lover of the Masquerade pad.
Masquerade.
The
was
colours in that.
One.
Yes. But I have to say, my year's pad this year is definitely Country Lane.
Country Lane.
Yeah.
I do love the Country Lane one. I love the Hummingbird.
Oh yes,
paper pad.
Me too.
Hummingbird for me was right up my street.
Yeah.
And also Say It With Flowers.
Ah yes, that was a pretty one.
Say It With Flowers, because I love all of the pinks and peaches in there, all of the red, the warm colours. I just think it's such a happy pad.
Yes.
So I think those are the 2 stand out this year for me.
Yeah.
However, when you see some of the ones that we've got coming up for you next year,
Oh,
oh my word! I've just signed off one today, Debbie, which is for October 2023,
Yep.
and it is stunning. It really is.
Oh wow. Oh, perhaps I might have to have a little peek. But there you go. I mean, that was a really relatively easy, simple card, but I just wanted to show you by using all three of those borders in one pack, the versatility of these dies.
Debbie, I love that. I must just say, Debbie, the paper pad that's coming up in January,
Yeah.
you are going to love.
Oh.
It's got Debbie Fisher all over it. I'm so excited for you to see it. I'm going to whip one out my office and give you a little flick through at lunchtime.
Please.
Honestly, Debbie, you're going to love it. I know you are. It's got your name written all over it. Now, that, Debbie, I think is a beautiful, beautiful card. If we can just look at that again, because it's quite simple in terms of how you've put that together, Debbie, but it's incredibly effective, isn't it?
Yeah,
if we can
so
have a look at
effective.
Debbie's card again, that would be lovely. Thank you. Isn't that really, really
It's
lovely?
just lovely, isn't it? And it's elegant and it's simplistic, but it just has a lot of meaning. And actually, just looking at that now, this is a really nice place to put your sentiment
Message,
in there,
yeah,
isn't it?
to
Which
write
would
your
be
message.
really nice.
I love
yeah.
that, and it shows how those three borders, although very different at different depths, really
Yeah.
complement each other.
Absolutely.
And that is exactly why we developed these sets that we've got for you here, where you've got that 3 different depths of border, the large, the medium and the small, different patterns but complementary. And you are all getting all 6 of these in that bundle. So the first one you're getting here is your sensational scallops. And you've got a 30% saving on this. You're getting all 6. You're not making a choice. Then we've got our modern mosaic. You've also got 100 bonus points when you get this collection, which it's always great to get the bonus points, I think. I prefer bonus points to discount because that gets me to my next level and then I've got discount on everything. Flowers and swirls. Edwardian chic. You've got your elegant opulence and your pretty lace. So 30% saving with your platinum price is $73.60 and $84. And of course your 100 bonus points. You also get your dragonfly vellum, you get your garden gnomes paper pad and your country lane linen cardstock in there. So you've got all of the papers and vellums to work alongside to be able to do something exactly as Debbie's just shown you with these borders. You've got everything you need there to be able to do it. It really is truly exceptional. And like I've said, I prefer bonus points to discount because that then takes me to my next membership level and I get more discount on everything. That's just how I shop. So when you've got 100 bonus points, it's the time, I think. Now we've got, Debbie, have you ever witnessed me do this? Are you ready for this, Debbie?
Right.
I mean, you're going to be horrified. Horrified or in awe, one of the two. I've got to clear my throat. We've now got an out of this world deal.
Oh, I love it.
What do you think, Debbie?
I mean, dare I say it, I actually think you've topped Ben.
Oh! I'll take that, Debbie, thank you. The Nutcracker collection is absolutely amazing and you're saving 60% on this, which is incredible. $15.99 or $15.98 is your platinum price on this for 60% saving. Now is the time to absolutely be getting this Nutcracker collection. Now I'm just going to show you how beautiful this is. Of course, you've got this beautiful box here with that lovely Nutcracker collection on there. And you can see all of the artwork that you're going to have inside. And this artwork, all original illustrations by my team. Stacey drew these for us. And I think she's done a fabulous job. So you open up your box, you've got your little thank you for buying the Nutcracker collection. You've got your tissue paper. And then in here, you've got all of the beautiful elements to make cards, gifts, boxes, in this Nutcracker style. The papers in here are so vintage. They are so incredibly nostalgic. They are of the highest quality, all double-sided. You've got beautiful prints on the reverse, but these are, I think, really quite Victorian in look and feel, really quite a little bit Edwardian in some places. They really just sing a vintage, I almost imagine Little Women sitting around the fire. telling tales, you know, and sewing up and baking goodies for the families that they're going to go and deliver to at Christmas. It's just got such a lovely, warm family feel to them. So you've got all of the beautiful papers in there. Then you've got the really fabulous cardstock in here, good quality, and you can see we've got all of these beautiful, beautiful colours in here. A really good amount of cardstock as well, so you've got loads to be doing everything you need. And if I just hold that alongside these, you can see how beautifully complementary those colours are to all of your papers. So straight out the box, it works perfectly in terms of the colour palette. So all of your double-sided papers and your double-sided cardstock for you. You've got your ribbons that match in the colour palette. You've also got your little dewdrops, just for little bits of accent there. You've got a full 8x8 set of stamps with beautiful imagery on here. You've got the clock, all telling the tale of the Nutcracker. When it turns to midnight, you've got the little girl dancing with her Nutcracker, the sugar plum fairy, the evil mouse king, the little rocky horse from the nursery. You've got some of the wording as well. You've got a little piece of music, obviously the Nutcracker himself. Rap-a-pum-pum-pum. I love that. Rap-a-pum-pum. Rap-a-pum-pum. You have to sing it, don't you? You've got Joy o' Noel, Christmas Magic, Christmas Wishes, Merry Christmas, Peace on Earth, all of the baubles. Just a beautiful set of stamps. Now with those stamps, you also have a set of dies. So you can see here you've got a die to cut out the rocky horse, you've got one to cut the Nutcracker, the clock, the ballerina, the sugar plum fairy, the Christmas, you've got an extra Christmas tree, the evil mouse king, a plaque for your sentiments, one for your parcels, some for your baubles, a really great selection of dies, an 8x8 sheet of dies to go with your stamps. Then you've got a 3D folder of her bedroom. For when the clock changes and everything comes to life. And not only have you got that, you've got the stencils which work, 3 layering stencils which work with that 3D embossed folder. So once you've embossed it, you then ink in different colours over the embossing to make that whole 3D scene come to life. That's in there. You've got a beautiful, beautiful foliage stencil to add some extra detail to your papers if you want to with some ink. And you've got all of your cards with your 6x6, your 6x4 and your 5x7 cards and envelopes in there. That box, I'm sure you would agree, for the extremely bargain price of $15.99 or $15.98, you would pay more than that for half of those dies. You know, you would pay for about a quarter of those dies would be the, if you were buying them as a package, would be the price that you're paying on the screen. And everything else, 3/4 of the dies, the stamps, the stencils, the folder, the card blanks, the dewdrops, the ribbon, all of that beautiful cardstock, and those absolutely exquisite double-sided papers, all in this box for you. And that, without a shadow of a doubt, nobody could deny is an out of this world deal. And they are absolutely, this is the most popular product in our show right now. Now, I know you need to get this in your basket, and I know you need to get those delicate lace edgeables in your basket, and then you want to check them out to make sure you've got them. So take this opportunity for a couple of minutes while we tell you about, my opinion, the best craft club in the world to check out your baskets.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special, 100%, it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
I always feel I want to blow a kiss back and say bye when I see the end of that video. If that doesn't let you know why we believe that Crafters TV is the best place to be for all of your craft and for your family and for your fun and for a group of like-minded people, then I don't know what would. It really is truly exceptional what we do here, I believe. Now, I have got a brilliant bundle for you with Say It With Flowers, and I was just saying before that Say It With Flowers is probably my favourite pad of the year. And it is all of the beautiful colours that you've got. So you can see here, this is the lovely colour palette. And while you get an idea of the colour palette there, what you really want to see are the papers. So I've just gone and stolen Debbie's pad and then I'll return it to her because I wanted to show you just how exquisite these papers are. They are truly beautiful. Their vibrancy, the way they've been put together, all of those beautiful florals in there, how bright and watercoloured they are. I mean, that one matches my jumper.
Absolutely matches you. These papers, I just want to spray perfume on.
Yes.
I want to bring them because they look so lifelike.
They really do.
You almost want to smell them, don't you?
You do, if they were smelly papers as well. They're absolute, this is my personal favourite. I need that as a wallpaper. I really do. It's absolutely beautiful, this pad. This collection that feels like some kind of fairy tale. It feels like it's lit from within. It's just absolutely incredible. So if I had to, for this year, pick my favourite, it would be these. Without a doubt. That is so warm. It really, look, they're falling out because it's been used several times. Anyway, you get the idea. So you're getting that in 12 by 12 and you're getting it in the 6 by 6 size, which I think is really fantastic. And then we have got all of this. So your price is on the screen. It's £140 or $178 if you're a platinum member, and you've got a how many percent saving? A 25% saving on the entire collection and free shipping to the US, which is not to be sniffed at, is it? It really is lovely. Now, Debbie, your favourite die, this one?
I love it. I love it so much. And I'll show, as soon as we use it, I'll show you why I love it, because it's got a it's got two different uses, well, a few different uses of how you do them. But I do love a doily die.
Me too.
Yeah, they just add that beautiful accent. That
They
really,
do.
it's quite Spanish as well in its design. It's, yeah, absolutely
I
glorious.
would agree with you. It is really beautiful. So you've got that. You've also got your chrysanthemum. Let me just show you that there. There you go. You've got your chrysanthemum. You've got your rose, delightful rose. And these are layering dies to create those 3D florals. There we go. I think George and I are wrestling with each other to get things in the frame. Sorry, George. I'll keep still. I will stay still, George. I'm sorry. Beautiful peony. That many years in shop and TV, George, I'm used to waggling things around for the camera person. I'm forgetting that we've got amazing people here who find us. You've also got the set of sentiments. You've got my favourite frame for a long time. I think it is just so beautifully delicate. You've got that really, like Spanish lace, like you said.
Yeah.
That feels like a Spanish lace frame, doesn't it? It goes beautifully with that doily in the collection. You've also got this beautiful floral, almost creator card with the lace there. It's upside down there, so that's how it goes. I mean, it works the other way, but either way, whatever you prefer. Then the whole reason for the Say It With Flowers collection are these. These are absolutely beautiful, and these are the really ornate statement sentiments, which is where the Say It With Flowers name comes from, because you're saying it with a huge sentiment and then you're decorating with all of the flowers around it. And you've got that beautiful ornate happy birthday there. These look amazing with a drop shadow. You've got Just For You, and you've got Dearest Friend. You've got this fabulous stamp and die set to do that beautiful floral. Use the stamp on its own, use it with the die. The choice is entirely yours. You've also got an incredible creator card, very detailed, sorry, edgeable, very detailed, that beautiful floral bouquet that you've got down the edge there. You've got a 3D embossing folder. I mean, it just keeps giving this collection. It's absolutely exceptional. This 3D folder, I absolutely adore it, Debbie.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's just incredible. If you got the macro florals and you're loving colouring your floral from a 3D folder, this one you're going to have the best time with, because not only have you got the folder, you've got all of the stencils so that you can protect the background and get your colours laid up really beautifully. So folder and stencils in there.
I really love that one, Leanne, because you've done the smaller detailed ones, which mean if you've only got your big ink applicators, you've got a completely separate stencil to put over the top. I think that's amazing. I've never seen a embossing folder with that amount of stencils before.
Yes, and we did put a lot in because we really wanted you to get that,
that detail.
All of that detail. Now you get the vellums in here as well. That beautiful paper pad I showed you earlier. Look, you've got all of the beautiful vellums that go with. These are in the same design as in the paper pad, absolutely glorious. So you've got the vellum pad. You've also got your linen cardstock, which is absolutely beautiful. There we go, all those lovely colours in your linen cardstock. You've also got your foam to make your foam flowers. That's beautiful too. Then you've got your stencils, and Debbie's got these flowers, so I'll show you the stencil and then Debbie will show you the flowers. We've got these beautiful stencils which will make you a carnation, a peony, a garden rose and a dahlia. And then you've got all of the crepe paper in a box to make all of those flowers with the stencils. Big statement 3D home decor blooms. So you're getting a massive amount of crepe paper. These are just swatches. You get a lot more than this. You get whole packs folded up in there. The box is full of crepe paper. Then you get 12 of these balls. 6 of ours have dropped off. But you get 12 of them. That's what they look like, and that's to form the centre of your flower round. You get your stems and your floristry tape to make the most beautiful statement blooms, saving your 25% for only 140 or 178. It is a fabulous Christmas gift for yourself. You've got ribbon and you've got pearls. I mean, this is the collection that just keeps on giving, and you've got those beautiful flowers, haven't you, Debbie?
Yeah. I'll start with them first, because honestly, when you see what you can do with that kit, it was hugely popular at launch. I mean, who would not want to make a rose like that? I mean, that's just exquisite, isn't it?
It really is. And you pay, quite frankly, a fortune for those in a garden centre, pre-made, don't you? If you want to make an arrangement at home.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I just think they're amazing, and you do get all those stems, the twine, the leaves, everything you need to be able to make these. I just think that set is incredible. And everything else on top of that, let's show a few of the samples that our DT have done, because our design team, I should say, they have just made the most amazing different florals. That frame that Leanne was just saying she loves. These sentiment dies you're going to be using on absolutely everything. think. They've almost, for me, they've got a real classic feel, but they've also got a bit of a quirky feel to them as well. Just think the shape of them, they're joyful, they're lovely, they're large, which I really like. I love when you can put or make your whole centre point about the verse, about your sentiment that you're putting on there. How beautiful is that? If you've got some of our box frames that we did, the flowers in here are just going to make just the most beautiful pieces. Love this one. What about making one where you've got that twisting element inside? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Very clever. Absolutely love that one. And then I'll just show one more with that gorgeous embossing folder, which is amazing. And this is what we're talking about with these, being able to put those blue on those little flowers. It's because we've got those additional stencils to put in there, which is amazing. Right, now let's we've looked at some samples. Let's have a look and see what this kit does. So I'm going to be bringing in, yes,
Debbie?
absolutely.
Rachel B on YouTube says, Leanne, Debbie just showed a card with hummingbirds on. Do you know what pad that's from?
Hummingbirds on. So that must have been, so I think that probably was the hummingbirds one. It might have been, let me just grab my samples. Was it this one? Because yes,
with the edges. That was from the hummingbird pad, wasn't it? Nature's Garden.
Yes. Nature's Garden.
Nature's Garden hummingbird.
Yes.
So that answers that for you, Rachel. Sorry, Debbie.
Yes, and unfortunately, Rachel, we don't have them anymore.
Oh.
It was one of our fastest selling pads, wasn't it? In fact, I think it was one of our fastest selling collections, the hummingbird.
Ever. I think it still is the fastest.
Yeah.
It was very popular.
So a quick question, I may be crossing the line here, Leanne, but is there any way in future we would reprint or rerun or
we're
download?
Looking, I mean, I'll just share it with you, should I? Why not? We're talking about trying to make them available to be downloaded.
Digital.
Once they've gone digital.
Wow.
But it takes a bit of time for my team to change them from 12 by 12 to 8 by 8. Because they would have to be 8 by 8 to be able to print them at home.
Of course, yes.
But we're looking into that. However, we are looking at doing some reruns of the most popular, Debbie, as well as 12 by 12
amazing.
pads. Because I think those of you who've got the whole collection and you've got all of the dies and everything that go with, it's likely that you might just want to get yourself some of the pads as well. So actually for late 2023, we are looking at that.
That's amazing. That's really good to know, really good to know. Right, going back to this collection, I'm really excited. I might have to put my my quintessentially English in the pot. Right, the reason I love this die, look at this. I don't know if you've noticed, it's in 2 parts. So you get a totally different look on this die. So for me, it's brilliant, and I'll show you why. Because the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this out of this beautiful, I mean, the colour in this cardstock is divine.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
It's so gorgeous. So we're going to cut this one and we're going to pop that through. And in fact, I've got my Gemini, but I have got my Gemini Junior plates. So let's just cut that one and send that one through, just like so. And then I want to cut the big frame. So I've got this beautiful frame and I've got my other parts here as well. So we're going to use this one, but what I want to do to start with is we're going to bring this one through first. Just going to give this a light tap to take all the pieces out. And then I'm going to cut this again. Look at that. I mean, that in itself is just stunning. Cut 2 of them. You've got a circle doily, which looks absolutely beautiful. But I want to use this again.
That could be a Spanish fan.
It could absolutely.
Goodness.
So it's such a, sometimes it's the simple things that please me, Leanne. And when you get a die that, and I shouldn't say simple, but a die that is just so delicate and pretty, and you can do so much more with it.
Yeah.
I just love it. I love this die. There's certain things in collections that really catch my eye, and I think this die is just adorable. And I think it's also one that you'll use on so many different things. Now, I'm going to cut mine together because I'm going to tape it down. If you don't feel like you can cut them at the same time, cut one first and cut then the other one, just so your dies don't cross over. So I'm making sure that I really put that down and that's not going to move in there. And then we're going to just run that one through. So just like so. And then, oh, actually I could have put them through my bigger boards because then I could have cut my frame at the same time, but never mind. While that one's running through, we will take that one out, pop that one in, and then just cut that one out as well. There we go. And then we've got all our die cuts. So let's run that through. So once we've got this one, let's take this one out. Take my tape away, like so. And let me just, I'm going to get my brush. Let me just grab my die brush. Oop, dropping things. Then we're just going to get all those little pieces out, like so. Now, because I've left that other one, I didn't cut both pieces in my, my sort of pink one, or coral colour. Look what happens when we put them across the top.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
Beautiful.
beautiful. So you haven't got to worry about cutting, but you've still got that slight, if you leave a slight shadow, you've got, can you see that shadow on the edge? In fact, let's just bring a card in so you can see it. Look how beautiful that is.
That's incredible, isn't it?
It's so stunning, Leann. You've got such an amazing design team. Their eye for detail, and it's that type of detail when you're crafting as a crafter or a designer, it's that you're going to love crafting with or love being able to design with. So let's take this one out. Another absolutely stunning one, this one. So, and then we're just going to take all our little pieces out, which will just pop out. And then pop them to the side. Oh, pops one of my flowers there. Now, we have got, as you've seen, if anyone is sort of new to Crafters Companion or new to our collections, lots of our collections, we do put in foam. And it's the most amazing foam that we have that I think on the market, one of the best. It's exceptional quality, but what it is a moulding foam. It means it's heat activated and you can cut your flowers and leaves and really get it activated and make the most amazing flowers. So I'm going to pop them to the side. Let's bring in some of our chrysanthemums and let's just cut a couple of those out, and let's cut some of our leaves as well. I've got plenty. I've already done some pre-cut flowers, just want to quickly show you how to make them. Now with our foam, you can actually fold it 4 times. You can do it 6 times, but actually what that does is it really sort of pushes them all together and then they're harder to get apart. So if you fold it 4 times, that's the perfect, it seems the perfect way to do that. And then I'm also going to take some of our middle sections of, I've got all my die packs everywhere. I did have another pack. Doesn't matter, we'll use this one. So we'll use this one for our stamens on the inside. There is another die pack which I thought I had there and it's disappeared. But let's just fold these all over and then die cut them out. I mean, you can be more frugal with your foam. I'm just layering them to pop them into place. And actually, let's use, no we won't, we'll stick to just our red ones. I'm just going to pop that across and fold that in half.
Isn't it amazing how the foam matches the colour of the cardstock really well as well?
So everything is so well, yeah, absolutely. It's
I can just see a little doily in the corner there and I can see how well it matches that card, and I think that's one of the things about buying these collections. You don't have to spend weeks searching for the perfect colour of cardstock because we put it all already there, curated together for you.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And what a colour palette this one is.
It's very bright. It's very happy. Truly, I think if I was if my feet were held to the flames and I had to pick one, it would be this one, Debbie.
There's a question for you, Leann, which is something I don't know and I'm sure you might be interested in at home. When your designer starts a collection, what is the first thing they go on? Is it a colour palette? Is it the paper pad? Is it the dies?
It's a theme, followed by a colour palette, followed by the paper pad, followed by everything else around it.
Wow. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, the colour palette first. So, I don't know, I'm not going to ask. I was going to ask what themes. I was going to ask, I've been cheeky, I was going to ask what themes we have coming up, but it doesn't matter. I can ask Leann whatever I like. She's not going to tell me if she doesn't want to.
I'll tell you in the break, Debbie.
Oh, yes, please. I'm very trustworthy, which is good. I'm one of these people that I love people telling me things because I'm not one that once it goes in, it doesn't go out. Yeah. And I love knowing secrets.
Do you know what? You need to read a book called The Keeper of Secrets.
Oh, okay.
Because it reminded me of you actually in terms of people can tell you things and then you would
Yeah.
never know because you keep that.
Do you know what
really,
though?
Really good book.
Do you know what though, Leanne? Sometimes there's things I don't want to know, and I wish people
Yeah.
didn't tell me, because then it's hard. But I am one of those people. People they always say to me they can talk to me about everything because I can keep a secret. Yeah, I love secrets.
You
I'm
need to
very
read that book.
nosy. Yeah, I need to read Keeper of Secrets.
Keeper of Secrets. It's
I
a
will
fantastic book, and that person knows things that they don't want to know either.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to love it.
Oh, I wonder if it's on, because I listen to books in the car while I'm travelling.
It is an Audible.
Oh, I'm going to do that. I'll get it today. Yeah, I've got a 4-hour drive home tonight, so that'll be my book tonight. And funny enough, I've just finished my book.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I have got a new one to read, but I'll look for that one. Nice. Yeah, I love it. And I get it from my mum. My mum was very nosy. She'd be the one that if your curtains were open and she walked past you, she'd nose in on people's houses. And she used to say, well, they should have their curtains closed if they don't. She used to like looking at people's decor and how they did their decor and that. And I have to say I'm a little bit like that. Yes, I'm quite nosy, but I can keep a secret. Right, where are we going with this? Let's do some flower forming foam. So
Fabulous.
I'm going to bring my iron in. I've also got my piece of sponge and our ball tools. Your ball tools you'll find on the website. They come with the sponge as well, so it's a great little alternative. If you don't have a ball tool, you could use the end of your your scoring tool. You just don't get the same effect. But actually with these, you don't have to do too much, because once you lay it onto here, it starts to shrink it straight away. And then when it falls down, it almost forms into that ball shape already.
Yes.
And then all
It's
you're going to
magic,
do,
isn't it?
it is magic, absolutely. I'm going to pop that onto here and then just use this to shape it. Now there's different ways of being able to do flower forming foam. I'm not going to go completely into any of it in this show. If you look up flower forming foam, you'll see all the different ways that we manipulate the foam. We have a distressing tool, which is amazing to be able to distress the end of the petals. So many hints and tips, but I just want to show you how you can quickly put a flower together. This iron's not very hot actually. I don't know whether
Do with a little bit more heat, could you? So I'm just going to read some comments out.
Oh yes,
flowers,
absolutely.
Debbie, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Alison Lee says, looking forward to all today's shows, Leanne and Debbie, a great combination. We've really enjoyed it.
We've loved it.
Haven't we?
Yeah.
Loved it?
I'm going to be quite jealous when other people get to work with you, Leanne. Honestly,
I
it's
think we
been
need
amazing.
to request it more because we've had such a lovely time.
It's been
Debbie and I
so
have known
nice.
each other a long time,
Yes.
so it's been lovely catching up.
Do you know, Leanne, I found out the other day, sorry to interrupt because you're reading them out, I thought I was in my 10th, coming up to my 10th year in April, and then I see a post the other day and realise that I've missed it. My 10th year with Crafters Companion on the DT, from the DT upwards, was 10 years, April gone.
Wow.
I know.
Where's that time gone,
I know.
Debbie?
I can't believe it.
And
6 years, coming up to my 6th year on TV.
On the television.
Yeah.
13 years for me in January with Crafters Companion.
Oh my goodness.
13 years.
That's amazing.
Where does the
that's
time
amazing.
go? Where does it go?
Well, it's because we have a lot of fun.
We do
and I
have a
think
lot of
when you
fun.
enjoy things, it goes quickly.
Absolutely, I
doesn't it?
completely agree. Charlotte Everett says, Leanne, you are teasing us with the paper pad. You could just give us a tiny sneaky peek. We won't tell anyone. Oh, I'm not sure about that, Charlotte. Audrey says, morning from Virginia. I love wisteria paper and masquerade ball papers. Oh, and the angel papers. Michelle says, I'm going to have to go and play with my Nutcracker paper now. Don't blame me, Michelle. Alison loves the Nutcracker too. Alison says she's going to go and get some more consumables. I don't blame you, Alison. Right, Charlotte Everett says, I got an extra box to take the card papers and ribbons, then giving my niece the hardware. Cheeky, but she doesn't know what should be in it. Do what you got to do. No judgment here. Absolutely no judgment here. Oh my word, so many of you. Charlotte says, I bought the paper bundle, then the dies, as I can't seem to get on with making flowers. But I got an extra 6x6 pad. We're all talking about the Say It With Flowers that we're looking at now. Cynthia says, this is my favourite paper so far. I agree with you. Michelle says, could you imagine how pretty it would accent those beautiful papers if you added petal powder to a few of the flowers?
Oh, yes.
You are loving the petal powder from Wisteria.
Do you think that's something else we would do?
Well, I think you can more or less bet your boots on it, Debbie. Because
that.
I'm hearing that message loud and clear from all of you at home. So I have filed that in my 2023 basket. Okay. Christine says, I would rather you guys make more Angel collection pads, please, and a lot of the other popular ones, or I need a new printer. Yeah, fair enough. Lee Rugg says, could you ask Leann if they will ever consider making covers for the larger Gemini machines?
I've had a lot of people lately asking about covers.
Been asking that, haven't they? Yes, I mean, do you know, it's not something we've ever really thought about. I know Bernie years ago did a sewing pattern,
she did,
which is still available, so you could make one if you're a sewist. But we never thought about pre-making them. But look, never say never, because a lot of you have asked, so we can certainly think about that. Now, Leslie Paul on Facebook, she's in your camp, Debbie.
Okay.
Leslie Paul says, I am with Debbie. Quintessentially English is my all-time favourite.
Yes.
Please bring it back.
Oh, absolutely.
This is a terrible admission from the head of product development.
Oh, what is she going to say?
We're in a safe environment now, aren't we?
We are.
We're just friends together. Debbie, I can't remember it.
We'll get Tracy. Is Tracy listening? We need to get Tracy to go and get it out the back and show you it. I'll show you it later if not. Oh, it's so lovely.
Is it lovely?
So lovely.
Well,
It come out, there was 2 pads. It come out with, I think, it was a watercoloured something. Was it contemporary watercolour and quintessentially English?
Oh.
There was like 2 pads, both of them beautiful. Yeah, and it had toppers in the back.
Oh, I know the ones you mean.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Just so lovely.
Look at how fabulous those papers are there, though, Debbie.
I know. They're just beautiful. And I love oranges and pinks together. So pretty, really, really pretty. So I've created an easel card there and just put my matching papers. I've also gutted out I've already put my papers on just to save time, but I actually took a big chunk out the middle so I could use them to do my die cuts.
Yeah.
So please be frugal with your papers and don't have them wasted underneath. Sometimes we do it on air because it's just quicker, but actually you don't want to be doing that. Now, so I'm going to use this one and I'm going to use my dotty tape pen. Now remember, we've got that bundle on the website so you can absolutely go across there and stock up, because that's exactly what you want to do with the dotty tape pen. This was, who came up with the idea of this, Leann? Because that, I think...
Di?
No, the actual dotty tape pen.
Me.
It was you.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, was it, because I thought, how have we not thought about that would work?
Yeah.
To not have those stringy pieces in between.
I don't know, it was just a moment of inspiration. I'm trying to remember who I was having a conversation with at the time. Can't remember.
Because they really work.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Still got some bits in there, and my fussy person in me is saying you've got to remove them. So let's just pop those through just so we can see that beautiful detail. There we go, that's better. Now we're going to use this piece as our actual stopper. So I'm going to turn this over. This is going to, I mean, look how beautiful
Gorgeous.
that is. It's just lovely.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my foam just to pop around the outside, like so. Did you say it's you're going to see Sarah this weekend?
Yes, I'm going on Friday to
Lovely.
see Sarah. Mr. C was going to come with me, but we're sad. He has to go and go to a sad family event instead.
Oh, that's a shame.
So he's going to do that, and I'm off to see Sarah.
Very nice.
George just asked me, is it the Newcastle one? Yes, indeed it is.
How very nice.
I'm very looking forward to it. I can't wait to see Ben's strutty stuff.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
And I've seen some sneaky peeks on Instagram of various little things. So I'm looking forward to that. I think Ali, Ash and Jeanette make a little appearance.
Oh, nice. Oh, I didn't know that.
Not in person. But I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. It'll be a nice evening. It'll be good to see Sarah doing her stuff, won't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. She never fails to please, Sarah, does she?
That's
I
right.
love. She's just an amazing. I've heard Sarah.
She's a brilliant
she does
speaker.
her speech that she does on the business and everything. Yeah, I could listen to her for hours.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
This card is coming together beautifully, Debbie, and to think that you've got 20% off this collection today,
I know.
it is a phenomenal saving. 25%, I beg your pardon, and it is a huge collection. It is a big collection. There's no doubt about it, Debbie.
Absolutely.
But it's unapologetically big, I think. There isn't one thing looking through this collection that I could stand here and honestly say we could have left out to make it smaller.
Yep.
I think every single thing has its place and is absolutely necessary to bring it together and give you all of those different things to use and work with. Now, when Debbie's finished making her card, we are going to look at some smaller bundles of this if your budget can't stretch to the big collection. We've put some little selections together where you can save a little bit of money. So hang fire and I'll take you through some pictures of those, because if you can't stretch, we understand that, and we've got some little options for you. But I think it was right to make the massive collection, Debbie, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. And it was for birthday.
Yeah.
We have to go big on birthday, don't we? I mean, it's the law.
Yeah, birthday, go big or go home.
Absolutely,
isn't it?
yeah.
And I think we nailed it with this collection.
Totally, yeah. It was the biggest we did and probably the most stock we ever had of any collection. And you loved it. We just sold just endless amounts, which was amazing. And what I like about each collection that you seem to be bringing us, Leann, is we seem to be having different things now in every collection.
We are trying hard to do that.
And I think that really does make such a difference. And there we go. I'm going to stop there, but if I pop that forward, turn that round, we've got our gorgeous easel card with that really beautiful die. I mean, you've got to get it for that die. You've got to get it for your flowers. And actually, if you don't, because I've just been listening to your comment about someone saying they can't get on with the foam flowers, you can just cut different shapes out with your foam flowers, or you can use your same dies but to cut out your vellums, your paper, cardstock. Yes, absolutely. It's going to look amazing.
I mean, even make them with papers from the pad. They're going to look beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
Aren't they? They really are. Right, now that is the full bundle. So just to remind you of the full bundle very quickly, the price you've got on your screen, saving 25%. I'm not going to go through it all in detail, just to remind you what you're getting. Your 8x8 vellums, your 6x6 paper pad, your 12x12 paper pad with all of those beautiful designs in we looked at. You've got your pearls and you've got your ribbon. You've got all of your dies. So we've got here chrysanthemum, garden rose, dahlia. We've also got the beautiful sentiments. We've got that beautiful sentiment frame, one of my favourite delicate sentiment frames. Got Debbie's favourite doily there. We've got this absolutely beautiful floral frame that Debbie's just used. This really, it is like Spanish lace. It's absolutely beautiful. The statement sentiments, happy birthday, dearest friend, just for you. Gorgeous stamp and die, beautiful bouquet edgeable, all of your templates to make the big statement 3D florals that Debbie showed you, the rose, the chrysanthemum, the peony and the dahlia. Then you've got your pack of crepe paper with all of the paper in there, the 12 of these balls, the tape and the stems, your 3D folder with all of the stencils that go with your card and your foam. That is everything you're getting in that bundle. It is a huge bundle, no doubt about it. Everything absolutely exceptional. However, if your budget can't stretch and you would like some smaller bundles, here's some smaller bundles for you. So this is the Showstopper bundle, and you can see there your platinum price for this would be £68 or $96, and it's a 15% saving for you there. You can see you've got your vellum, your card and your 12x12 paper pad. You've got your foam in there. You've got your stencils and you've got your crepe paper flowers in there as well. And you've got your 6x6 pad, it looks like. So really lovely collection, and your 3 sets of floral dies at the top. And the next one is your paper card and vellum collection. So if you just like the papers and cards and vellums and you want to use the dies that you've got at home, you might have floral dies that will work with it, etc. Pretty lace dies. You've got a 5% saving on this. So if you just want the look and feel of the Say It Flower collection and use all of the other accessory pieces you've got at home, this bundle is for you. Platinum price 36 or 48. The next one is the crepe flower making collection. I would encourage anybody who hasn't tried this yet to get this bundle for that £15.20 or £18.40 and give it a go, because they really are, you get such satisfaction out of making those fabulous big blooms, and there is a 5% saving on that. Your next bundle is for your foam flowers. You've got your pack of beautiful flower forming foam in there, which our Debbie showed you how to use. You've got a 10% saving on that, and you've got your flower dies in there as well to use with your foam. Now, we have got for you an Explorer kit to end all Explorer kits. I really am very happy to be bringing this to you today, I have to say, because there's a how many percent saving? A 40% saving. I can hardly believe it. It's brilliant. So for only £23.98 or £31.98 if you're a platinum member, to get all of what I'm about to show you is exceptional. So you get a pad of that really fabulous black artist card, and it is jet black. I'm going to open it up because I'm probably going to open a pack of pens and do some drawing as well, Debbie.
Ooh, go.
I know, I'm naughty, aren't I? Hang on, I need to get it open. I think what it is I'm a demonstrator at heart, aren't I? I can't help wanting to have a play. Thank you, Debbie. She brought me some scissors. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I think it's great to be able to see how some of these things work when we're doing an Explorer deal, because it's great to see the price, but it's great to see what they do for you as well and how you're going to be able to explore. So you get this beautiful, huge pad of exceptional quality, jet black card, really strong weight. Oh, that's the one I was tearing in birthday week. So now I've opened the whole thing up and not just torn it. Then you get a whole 12 pieces of our metallic pencils. Now these metallic pencils are exceptional quality. And I'm going to move this across here so you can see, there you go. And when I say exceptional quality, they are butter soft and beautifully opaque, and they lay down really fabulous colour effortlessly on your black cardstock. Here's the silver, and then I'm going to waggle it at you so you can see how beautiful that is. It's smooth and it's lush, and it will shine beautifully for you. So they work very, very well. You're getting 12 of your metallic pencils in there. You're also getting our outline markers. I'm going to get some white card to show you them in a second. We're getting our metallic flip markers. I need a piece of white card. Right, I tell you what, I'm going to tell you what they are. We're going to go and have a look at a video. I'm going to get some white card, and then I'm going to show you what these do, because I think it's really important that you can see. So you're getting your black card, your metallic flip markers in the pinks and purples. You're getting your metallic flip markers in the oranges and reds. You're getting your outline marker, and you're getting 12 metallic pencils. You're getting all of that, all of it, for £23.98 or £31.98. Now, while I go and get myself some white and black card, Debbie's just brought me some white card. Thank you, Debbie. Let's have a look at this little video while you check out your basket. Make sure you get your Explorer kit, and I'm going to show you what the markers do when we come back.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
It really is the best craft family. I do truly believe that. Now, your Explorer deal is absolutely incredible. So you've got your black pad. You've also got 2 packs of your flip markers. You've got a pack in Cosmic Wonder and a pack in Natural World. You've got a pack of your outline markers. I'm just about to show you how they work. I've pinched the pink one out so I can show you. And then you've got a whole pack of your 12 metallic pencils as well, which I was just showing you how they work before my thumb's poorly, so I'm struggling. There we go. Beautiful 12 metallic pencils. Now, just to show you how the outline marker works, first, our outline markers are exceptional, and what you need to do is pump. So you can see that nib, once I've pumped it, is filled with the ink in there. And then when you draw, what it does is outline in silver. So if George comes really close to that, what you can see is when I write, it writes in silver and then outlines itself in pink. So you can see it's completely magic. It is fantastic for doodling. I like to do, this is me, I do quick Christmas tree cards when I haven't got time by simply doing that on the front of a card and then sending it to people. And obviously it would be a lot more sophisticated than that. I've done that very quick for you, but you can doodle on the front of cards as well, and I do like to write my tags and gift cards with them. So you've got all 6 of those colours, which you will get silver with an outline of the colours that you've got there. So they're your outline markers. Then you've got, now these, you are going to love these, your flip markers. Your flip markers are absolutely beautiful, and they are of the highest glitter intensity. Now this is putting a blue colour down, but the flip is that it's got an almost green glitter in there. And when I waggle that at you, you should be able to see that change. Can you see that? There we go, you can see it there just as I move it. So it's blue with the green glitter in. However, if I scribble on the black card, you'll see more of that green come through. So the colour is entirely different. And I've got some swatches here to show you how that works. There we go. So what you can see on the top row is the colour on white card, and what you can see on the bottom row is the colour on black card. So for example, this one, the sunset, orange on white card, gold on black card. You can see the difference here with the peacock and the green colours, how they get much more intense. And there's that change there, the one I've just been showing you. Blue on white card, green on a black card. You get 2 sets of these where you get those beautiful subtle changes because the base colour of the pen has a different colour glitter inside to give you that flip between the 2 colours. So you're getting 2 packs of those and the outline markers and the pencils, all for, and the black card, all for the very bargain price of $23.98 or $31.98. It really is a 40% saving. It is definitely time to explore with these. If you haven't gotten them yet because you thought, don't know if they're for me, don't know if I would use them, then it's absolutely the time to have a go with those because I think you will use them and use them more than you think. Okay, so that is our Explorer kit. Now, we've also got a great deal for you. Debbie, you are absolutely loving our shutter dies, aren't you?
Yes. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. I just think the concept of these is very clever. And not just the concept, I think it's more to do with the fact that how simple they are to do. When actually, when I've looked at these in the past and tried to do them myself, they've never worked. So having the dies is amazing.
I completely agree. And that's one of the reasons we did them, because I have tried to do them myself as well in the past. And like you say, unless you get that cut bob on accurate, it just doesn't smoothly open and close, or you get a wonky thing in your shutter. You don't want wonky things in your shutters, do you? You really don't want any donkey's back legs in your shutters, let's be fair. So having this fabulous die set, which has all of these dies in here, for only $19.99 or $23.96 if you're a platinum member, it really is an exceptional deal for you. What's our saving on this collection? So it only launched on the 18th of November, so it's a relatively new set, and you can see there with your platinum price, you've got it for $19.99 or $23.96. Now, I think these are exceptional. You've got a ridiculous amount of dies in here. The mechanism, all of the different shutter shapes are in there that you can see. You've got a circle, a little petal flower, kind of an inverted hexagon, a heart. All 5 of those can change the aperture for your shutter to work. And I could talk about these till the cows come home, but we really need to see how they work, Debbie, don't we?
Oh, definitely. I'm going to show some samples and then I'm going to show you. And honestly, it will blow your socks off how easy they are to put together. Full instructions are all on the pack as well, which is amazing. But look at these samples. Look, just opening this card. I mean, that's just ingenious. They're the cards that someone is going to be opening time and time again because they're going to love it, and they're going to be trying to work out how you've done it. They're going to be trying to, it's almost like that peekaboo card, isn't it? That just gives that hidden message inside, or that hidden picture of whatever you want to put it. You don't have to do your traditional cards. Look at this one. This opens one way and then opens the other. Just amazing. So absolutely gorgeous. There's loads of different ways that our design team have done these with those little hidden extras in between. You will find your own way of what you want to do with them. And actually what you've got here, Leann, is a really comprehensive set of nesting dies as well, which is incredible. So that in itself, without the mechanism, is amazing. I'm going to show this last one. Look at this. This is one of those, I don't know what you call these cards.
Me neither.
But
it's like a diamond off half, fold, gatefold,
that's the one.
back.
That's the one. Yeah. But look at this. When you open it,
oh my word, isn't that amazing?
It's so clever. So clever. Who's done that? So Jan Marshall, you're amazing. That's incredible. In fact, all the design team are amazing because they are incredible dies. But I do love when you do your own take on things and use your own stash because it shows our viewers at home that you can use all of what you've got to be creative.
Agreed.
So as I said before, all your full instructions are on the back of your pack, so you're never going to lose them. Keep your dies in there. there. When you take your dies out, this is your die set. Look at this. I mean, you're getting a whole set of your hearts, you're getting your circles, you're getting your sort of scalloped edge or your flower, and you're also getting your hexagon, plus your star shape as well, and all lots of embellishments, balloons, stars, cakes, cupcakes, shooting stars, little camera. That's going to be invaluable for lots of makes. You've got your bow there, you've got your happy birthday, loads on here. And then what you will find is this die. This pretty much is the worker die, believe it or not, and it's amazing. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to do, and I'm going to follow exactly onto here. So you can see straight away it will tell me that I need my card to be 10 by 7. So my card, I've already got my card, and I've just done my mats and layers already inside, but you can see it's my 10 inches by 7 inches. It's then telling me where to score, so I'm scoring my score lines to make that into that gatefolded card, and then it's telling me that I need another piece of card, which is this piece here on step 2, which is 3.5 by 8 inches, and then it's telling me to score at 1/2 inch on each side, so it creates this piece here. Now this is the piece that will go onto your middle section of your card, just like that. So
Debbie,
very easy.
Can I just for a sec, I've got a question here from Evelyn Bond, and while you're doing that, I think it would be the perfect time to help Evelyn out, if that's okay,
yes,
Debbie.
absolutely.
So Evelyn says, what size cardstock are you using? It's not the same in the US. I have probably missed the conversation on it. So Evelyn, you in the US have 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and here in the UK we have what we call A4, which is essentially 11 3/4 by 8 1/4. So it's a little bit taller and slimmer than your card. However, all of the dies we make at Crafters Companion, my team makes sure that they work on your quarter US, so for your small cards from 8.5 by 11, and also the same for us with A4. So they are truly versatile in that respect. So if you follow the measurements that Debbie's using, you will be able to get those measurements out of your 8.5 by 11, no problem at all.
Yeah, and both the same, the measurements that Leann is talking about are all on the packet size, and they will all fit onto your cardstock. So it's not a specific piece of cardstock. Follow the measurements on the back of the card and it will be perfect every single time. Right, so I'm going to be using my flower ones. So take your flower ones out. Now I'm going to be using the inner part. So there's 3 flower ones. I'm going to be using the second one, and this is the one that I want to die cut into this front piece. Now I always recommend to cut this piece out first. You also want 2 pieces of this sort of bunting style die. So what I'm going to do is take my large plates, I'm going to then place that bunting one on, and we're going to place this one on. Now at the moment it doesn't matter where I place this, as long as I roughly know where I'm going to put my side pieces. So I'm going to, let's just say, let's pop that about there. I've got one that's already done, so it's not a problem, but you don't need to measure at this stage. You just need to die cut it in, because this is where it's behind this piece that you're going to put your whatever you're hiding, whether it be a sentiment, whether it be a coloured topper, so anything like that. So we're going to pop those plates over and run those through.
Brilliant.
So nice and easy.
Can I just tell you that Therese Coop, well, first of all, Terry Anderson says, you can't put SN in front of the Queen of SN and not expect her to have a play. Thank you. I mean, I'm going to refrain from doing that in the rest of the show. Teresa Cope, Debbie, she says, I must just read this out to you. And if you were watching yesterday, you'll understand what Teresa's saying. She says, hi Leann, I've just been catching up with yesterday's shows with my 2-year-old granddaughter. You and Debbie made her day when you sang the Barney song, as we sing this together every day.
How nice is that?
Isn't that lovely, Debbie?
I love that we both loved that song as well, because I'd not really thought about it, because your Peter is the same age as my daughter.
Yes.
Yeah,
so we were both watching Barney back in the day.
Absolutely.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so pleased we made her day, though.
I know,
That's
me
lovely.
too. Apparently George has clipped that out.
Ah.
So I'm sure we'll see that on a video at some point, Debbie. You and I in a duet singing Barney.
Of course, why would you not?
Why would you not? Jerry Johnson says, can I use the metallic pencils on the vellum inserts? It takes so long for ink to dry when stamping. Absolutely you can. You can use them. They're perfect on vellum. But if you're struggling to get your ink to dry on vellum, just blast it with a heat gun and it'll dry in seconds.
Or use our pigment ink pads and heat emboss it.
Yes, absolutely,
Yeah, which
absolutely.
would be nice. Yes.
Sorry, Debbie.
No, absolutely fine. So what we've done is we've cut one of those. So you're going to need two. So I've got two here. Cut two of those out. Your score line is put in for you. So you literally just fold and burnish. So that's your score line. So I've got my two sections here. I've also got this one. Now what I've also done on this piece, I just mat and layered some pretty cardstock to match my papers. So I've just used papers from, these were in my, just some odd bits in my stash actually from Sarah's garden party. So make sure you get your bit box out for this because the card sizes of them are just the right amount for all those little pieces of card that you put in your bit box. So I've just done that exactly the same, cut that flower into both pieces. And again, that's all told how to, the measurements and how to score it. So this piece is what's going to go in your middle section. Now this is where the easy piece comes in. To create your sliding panels, if you imagine these two pieces together, they're the pieces that are going to close, open and close. Now because we've done all the measuring for you, you haven't got to worry about anything else. So all you're going to do is with your pieces folded over to create a mounting fold, that piece is going to be stuck to this side of your card, okay? So that's worked perfectly to stick just in there. Now be mindful that it doesn't go over your score line because you still want to be able to fold that over, okay? So that's the first thing we're going to do. But then what I want to do, I want to position this first of all to find out where we want to put whatever we're going to hide behind those shutters. So I've just stamped myself out a sentiment. So I've got a with love sentiment that I've stamped out and I want to place that behind. So I've used my biggest die cut to cut that out. I could have just stamped straight onto here, but I didn't want to do that because what I want to do, I've also created a frame. So with both your dies, let me bring that one back in. So using your outside cutting edge and your inside one, if you cut those two together, you'll create this little frame. So I'm going to use this one to frame the outside of my card. So once you stick that on, can you see, it makes that then look
Doesn't
pop.
that make a massive difference?
And it's such a simple little thing to do, isn't it? Yeah. I love that we've got the nesting dies in there. So we're going to just stick that together. So I'm going to use my, let me take my bit of card.
I love it when you've got the
again.
little accents like that tie things together.
Yes.
Really just elevate the look, the finished look, doesn't it?
Well, I have to say, Leann, that's where I think we have the best design team in the country because they think of that, or your team think of that little detail. And it's the little detail that make a massive difference because actually what things like this do is they draw our eye into the centre. They draw our eye in, they create interest straight away, doesn't it? Definitely. So just popping that down. I always turn upside down and then burnish over the top. It's just a really nice way of making sure you don't flip up any bits that aren't stuck properly, and also you get a really good stick. There's no way that will come off of there. So once we've done that, I'm going to then stick my middle section into place so that can go inside. But I am then going to just make sure that we've put or positioned our with love sentiment in the right place. Now you could be using your tacky glue, wet glue, collal glue, whatever you want to do your sticking with. Just for quickness, we're popping this in with our tape pen. And then this is going to be our middle section. Now I'm keeping this flat because obviously with these pieces coming in from the side, you don't want it to catch on anything. So don't put this on a foam pad or anything like that. But what I also want to do is make sure when I put this here, that my with love is going to be central. So I'm just going to centralize that there. I then know that's roughly about there. So I can put my glue on. Let's use that dotty tape pen to go around those edges. And because I've made this bigger, even if I don't put it in the exact place, it's still going to be absolutely fine. So I'm making sure I go to all those edges so they're stuck down. I'm then going to bring that up to about there. I'm not going to rub that down just yet because I want to make sure that when I put this over the top, so I think that could come down a little bit more. Because I've not stuck it, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Now you could use a wet glue, which then gives you that manoeuvrability. And then that one, I'd say, that's okay. I'm happy with that. Although saying that, I'm not happy, am I? Because I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. That will do. That will do fine. Right into that centre.
I think it's lovely to see you go through that process though, Debbie.
Yes.
Because I think some people at home might worry about committing that too soon and then not knowing how to get it in the right place. So watching your process, I think, is very helpful for everybody at home.
Yeah, absolutely. So then when we place that over the side, you can see my with love is right inside there. Then the next thing we want to do, and it's just about checking. What I want to do is these are your panels that are going to be coming in and out. Can you see as they come there? So you just position them where you want them to be, so we know roughly about there. I'm going to put my tape onto this side. Now at this point you could use your tape pen. I would actually recommend your red liner tape because it's ultra thick, and in fact if I bring in my thick one, this one here, this one is the exact, and this is what I mean, Elaine, we'll call you Elaine.
Sorry,
Leann.
it's okay, I called you Demi all day yesterday, so it's perfectly allowed. Do you want to know a funny story about Elaine, Debbie?
Yes.
When Mr. C and I got married, you know when you do your first dance?
Yeah.
The DJ said, please can Simon and Elaine come to the dance floor?
Ah, that's funny.
So I stayed sitting down, and they were like, everyone was looking. I'm like, well, I'm looking for Elaine. I don't know where she's at. She obviously needs to dance with my husband. And he did correct it after that.
Oh my goodness, that's brilliant. Yeah, that's brilliant. I don't know why I even said that. I don't even know an Elaine. Right, so I'm going to burnish again. You'll notice I'm burnishing everything in all the time. Another little tip with your backing on your red liner tape as well is if you grab yourself some kitchen towel, do you know when you get this and it doesn't come away, it sticks to it, look, it sticks everywhere. Just lay it onto there, it takes it from you. It's like magic.
Look at that.
Yeah, it takes all the static out.
I didn't know that.
Yep, takes all the static. Literally, look.
Oh my word, Debbie, this is what you are, a genius. How fantastic is that? Because honestly, I can spend 5 minutes trying to shake it off your hand.
Yeah, always. You're like that in the bin,
shaking.
trying to get it. Yeah, bit of kitchen towel, and I don't know how it works, but it takes the static from you straight away.
Amazing.
Just lay it on there. Yeah, it's amazing. So then what we're going to do, now this is the point where you just have to make sure when you line these up, so I'm going to make sure, I'm just going to bring that across, so we want that shutter about there. You want to line it up just before your crease, your fold on your card, because you want that to be able to fold over.
Yeah.
You don't want to go on top of that crease, okay? So all I'm going to do, I've got that down now. Again, burnish that down because this is the part that's going to be opening and shutting, and I guarantee you the recipient will be opening and shutting that all the time because they won't believe what they're looking at. It's just a fantastic part. So we're just going to pop that onto there so I know that's where we're going to put our extra bit. You could mark it if you wanted to, just for demo purposes. I'm doing it quite quickly. Just going to pop that there, and also if it's slightly out, it really isn't going to matter too much, so please don't worry because you can see straight away now we've got that piece that's going to come across. So what we're then going to do is bring this
Debbie,
in.
just before you do that, I think your first piece, have you got it on the wrong way?
Oh yes, I have.
Not that one, the other one.
Oh, it is the other one. Yes, it is the other one. Thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
good. That's why we have you there, see.
No, I just thought you were going to put it together and you're going to be like, oh, you know what, it's because
As
I'm
I did
interrupting
it,
you.
I thought, I think I've put that the wrong way.
No, it's because I keep interrupting you.
Right.
And I totally understand. Now, I think it doesn't matter that your paper will come away.
No, it doesn't matter at all. It'd be hidden.
Because you'll still see that lovely mechanism.
Right, so
And
we
I think
want
the importance
that.
for that is it would catch too much, wouldn't it? The
So
other way.
it's
That's
this
it.
way.
Fold it
That's
in.
the way, and folded in.
The other way.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. At least I know where I've got to stick it now, don't I? Thank you, yes. And actually, it's good because when I do these mistakes without thinking, it's good for you to see because then you'll know,
You know
not
what
to
not
do
to
it.
do.
Or if you do it, you'll know how to rectify it, which is always a good thing. I thought when I folded it over, I thought I put that on the wrong way. I haven't done a rookie mistake for a long time.
Happens to the best of us, Debbie. I'm the cut other way.
Oh,
Shall I come over?
Yes, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Unless I'm wrong. Am I
Is it
wrong?
that way?
Because this one here, this one here is facing in.
Confusing
so does that
myself
one
now.
need to face in?
Yeah. Oh, of course. I was doing it the opposite way round. Yeah,
Do you
you
see
are
what I
right. Yes,
mean?
of course. Yes.
And then they're both, is that
That's
right?
it. That's right. Yeah, it's me not doing it right. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, Kat. Teamwork, Debbie.
Absolutely, yes. Isn't it funny how you can do one right and then the other one you can't do right?
Hey, Debbie, you know the template library that we've just done on HSN?
Yes.
I think everybody at home who bought that needs to watch for the video where I literally couldn't work it out. Because I've made it's such a simple
There
card.
we go. Let's see. There we
Debbie.
go. That's the one.
It's such a simple card, and I've made it so many times. One of those cascading ones that cascade down. You slot all the card in. On the video, you'll see me rotate it 470 million times because I just can't work out. My brain will not be like, how does this even go together again? And I've done it so many times. It happens to the best of us, Debbie.
Isn't it funny that you can look at something and still not, and you know it, and you could have done it 100 times and still not get it right. Right, so again, burnish those down, grab my my sheet there and my
That is a genius tip with a kitchen towel, mine, Debbie Fisher. You've got your full Sunday name for that tip. I think it's absolutely genius.
Absolutely. Oh, it's not going that time. There we go.
There it is. Look, it grabs it.
I know. It's very, very good. And it really does. Can't get this bit off because it's gone on to, let me just burnish that a little bit more and then take that away. Oh, I'm having trouble with me
your red liner.
My red liner today, yes. There we go.
Got it.
Right, we're there folks, we're there. Right, so fold those over, they're then going to go into place. That will fit right into that centre point, so I'm just going to pop that into the middle.
Lovely.
And then we're also just going to make sure that goes around that piece, and that's going to catch on the bottom section.
Lovely.
Just like so. And again, make sure that's down, go to the back and really burnish that tape in. That will make sure that your adhesive is really strong and sticky, so that's not going to come away.
I love that idea for turning over to burnish, Debbie.
Yeah, so many times I've done it and then picked up the little die cut, so I always turn it over now. And then all I'm going to do, I've got my happy birthday to you to go onto the front, so we're just going to put some tape on just one side, so then it's got a nice opening onto that piece. And then just because I've got a little bow at hand, let's pop that on here. And then we've created our beautiful card. And then I didn't do, so let me open it up and voila!
Voila! Fabulous!
How lovely is that? And let me just bring this in because with my finished one, and I just thought I did this a bit extravagant. I did an easel card, so it literally folds all up, but then goes into that easel card as well.
So
and that is just a case. Look, it's just an easel card. So just put an easel card on. But what I liked about it is you could then stand it open to see your actual card. And there you go.
Debbie, I absolutely adore that with these. I think it's so lovely. Michelle, thank you, Debbie. Michelle Parsons says that shutter opening looks like a camera shutter. I have a camera die. Wouldn't it be cute to incorporate the two? That's why they're called shutter cards, Michelle, because it's like a camera shutter. And we've included a little camera in the die set for you as well. But please use yours too. Jenny Briggs says, I'd forgotten I'd ordered them. So she's going to get them out and start using them. So Charlotte says, more like the best design team in the world, Debbie.
Yes, I agree.
I think Debbie agrees. Alison's got a delivery coming today. Exciting.
Very.
Trinkles, I love this. Trinkles Garden and Home Life on YouTube says, I love the shutter die set. Debbie, those papers are beautiful.
Aren't they? That was
Really
Sarah's garden party, and I think the most underused paper pad. They've got a beautiful tone, which are so lovely. Those real soft lilacs and peaches and pinks. So if you've got it, get it out and use it because it works really well on the shutter dies.
Now, thank you, Debbie. And that is, I haven't seen a shutter on an easel before, and I think that looks absolutely incredible. I think you all need to be doing that at home. Copy what Debbie did. It looks amazing. Right, now I've got a brilliant deal for you here with some luxury cardstock. We've got our lovely linen pads here for you, and there is some beautiful, beautiful colours in here. You are saving 30%. You are buying two and getting one free. You're going to get all three of these if you're a platinum member for 27.18 or 27.12. Let's just have a look at some of the colours in here. The reason we're calling it luxury is you've got your beautiful beautiful pearl cardstock in here. You can see the sheen and the shine on that. Then you've got your linen to go with it in the same colour. So the linen and pearl to match. And then as we come to the white, we've got our white pearl, absolutely beautiful. And then the white linen, beautiful, bright, proper white, not cream white or blue white or grey white, white cardstock in that pad. 24 sheets in there of that 12 by 12 at 250 GSM. To have the pearl and the linen to work together, I think, is really unusual. You've then got your pastel pad, and we do exactly the same here. You've got your pearl and your linen in each of the colourways to give you that lovely matching contrast. So you've got your pearl blue, your linen blue, your pearl purple, your lilac linen, your pearl pink, and your pink linen, all in that pad. So they're the two you're buying, and then this bright pad is the pad you're getting free, and the brights is all linen cardstock, which is quite frankly one of mine, and I know a lot of our demonstrators' favourites. And you've got a really beautiful colour palette in here. This has been rated, it's not a full pad. You will get a full pad of all of those beautiful colours on there, and you'll get 36 sheets. You're saving a third, you're buying two and getting one free for only £27.18 or £27.12. Now, I know you need some time now to gather your senses, check out your baskets, have a look in that Tenner Tuesday section of the website and get some deals in there as well. And while you do that, and we have a little look at our backstage crew, Debbie's going to get ready for another truly inspirational demonstration.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those three people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami.
I've got some.
Well, I absolutely, you know, I've done a lot of things wrong in my time. Spectacularly, I slipped on a plastic bag and fell over live on air. I just disappeared. I was with Nigel May.
Oh, I heard, yes.
Yes, and literally slipped on a bag, went legs up in the air. Nigel was there. Like, oh my word, are you all right, Leann? Andy Love across the studio. Leann, are you all right? AD, floor manager. He's very handsome, AD, so I wasn't
Very
complaining.
handsome.
Vaulted the counter. I mean, he's probably second only to John, really, AD. Handsome. Vaulted the counter and managed to get me off the floor. Nigel was like, oh my word, you're all right. I was giggling. I always laugh when people fall over, including myself. I don't know why. I think it's nerves, but it's just, and then it's hysteria. And Nigel was like, can you go on? I'm like, yes, the show must go on. We finished the show, but it was nerve-wracking, Debbie, to just literally and disappear down on the floor.
Yeah.
I know.
And actually, I think it's adrenaline and embarrassment that gets you through then the next hour.
I think it is adrenaline and embarrassment. I think you're absolutely right. Now, we've got a really great deal on our Through the Looking Glass box here. It is a beautiful box. So you're getting this today. If you're a platinum member for $39.99 or $47.96. My favourite thing with this box, you're getting 100 bonus points. I love bonus points more than savings, Debbie, because it gets me up to the next level. This only launched on the 7th of this month, of 7th of November. So it really is still very new and fresh. It's got that lovely Through the Looking Glass Alice in Wonderland feel to it. Incredibly vintage. It's a beautiful box. You can see you've got your little thank you card, your lovely paper. And I'm going to show you quickly, but then I'm going to show you the boards because I think they're so much nicer to appreciate what you're getting. Get your beautiful gems and your ribbons in red, blue and cream. You get your card blanks. You get a range of 3 different stencils. You get your template to make a little teapot. You get your red heart sequins. You get your beautiful stamps, your dies to go with, all of your Through the Looking Glass charms. You get your cardstock and you get your papers. I am going to open the papers because you've got to see these. They're absolutely beautiful. And I have got them on a board, but as we've established, I can't make the boards work for some reason. I think I just like to touch paper, Debbie. I think that's what it is. I think I just like to touch paper. Look how absolutely beautiful these papers are. They're absolutely gorgeous. They've got so much layer, so much texture. They've got all of the elements in, like the little teacups, the hearts, the hats, the charms, the stopwatches, the little teacups there, the love hearts, you know, the Queen of Hearts. You've got all of the elements in there from Through the Looking Glass, but nothing is overtly Alice in Wonderland, which is what I love about it. I think it's a bit more sophisticated and adult. It's not juvenile in any single way. It just is, in fact, truly, truly beautiful. So you've got those beautiful papers in there too. Now I need to show you the boards because I think you can see them and what you're getting so much better. So here we've got this beautiful stamp. This is my dream, and of course we know the words from the story. This is my dream, I'll decide where I go from here. It's like my life, that. This is my dream, and I'll decide where I go from here. Every day is an adventure. Then we've got beautiful Through the Looking Glass charms. You've got your heart keys, your little teapots, your little rabbits, your mirrors in there. Beautiful gems in the colour palette. Beautiful ribbons in the colour palette. That stamp set is absolutely glorious. You've got your drink me, your stopwatch, your sentiments, your ace of hearts, your hat, your key, your cupcake, your bow, and Alice there, should you wish to have her, and some brilliant, brilliant sentiments that you need. We're all mad here. And then the bonkers one as well, which always reminds me of Dizzy Rascal. And then you've got that lovely die set which goes with, so you can cut out. You've got some shapes that work with and some things that just work on their own for beautiful silhouettes. You've got your teapot template. I think Debbie's going to show us this teapot template, aren't you, Debbie?
Yes, I am.
I'm excited to see that. This beautiful stencil, which just stencils up the scene. If you've got your shimmer ink pads and birthday week, use that. You've got We're All Mad Here. I'm going to be doing that for every member of my family. We're all mad here because we are, stencil to stencil through. And it's always tea time in my house, without shadow of a doubt. I love a good cup of tea. Tracy always brings me tea during the show. And I have to say, we're being tortured at the minute, Debbie. The smells wafting in from that kitchen.
I know.
Oh, Christina, we've got the staff canteen out the doors here. Christina's making a macaroni, cheese and garlic bread. It smells. It smells incredible. That's what you're having for your lunch, aren't you, Debbie?
Yes.
I wish I'd chosen that now. You've got this beautiful cardstock, and then, of course, there are your papers. So this box is crammed full for that price, Debbie. There's loads in here, isn't there?
It's such a pretty box. For me, it's one of my favourites out of all the boxes that we've done. Yeah, I love it. I think the papers especially. But also, I think if you've got any little girls, I've got granddaughters, Leann's got granddaughters, this set is perfect for them. But I absolutely love the fact that you can use it sort of for any age, because everyone can relate to this, which I think is absolutely beautiful.
I completely agree. And I've got some samples here to show you very quickly. And this is the little teapot template I think you're going to be using, Debbie.
Yes.
So you can see that there. It makes a really lovely, put a couple of little sweets in there, or a little tea bag. That would be lovely. Really fabulous shaker card. Love using those sequins that come in the box with the frame and the silhouettes. Absolutely beautiful. Look, a full top hat, Bianca Baldwin. Genius. Look at that. That's absolutely incredible. Lovely, real dimensional kinetic cards where they pop out and make a lovely scene for you. Do your dome cards using all of those different stamps and dies. Just make something really quite simple, but in the look and feel again with your stamps and dies. Do your inking with your stencils. It's going to look absolutely incredible. There is so many different things you can do here. This little die, make little teapot shaped shakers. Oh my word, I could keep going on, but I won't, because Debbie, we want to see what you're going to do.
Yeah, definitely. I think the little teapot is such a clever little piece that we've put in this box. It's amazing, and it's super simple. So all you're going to do is take yourself the stencil. I've got myself some just craft cards. You could use any of the papers that are in your box, and you're just going to draw around it. So nice and simple. It is just a case of drawing. If you like to emboss your stencils, you could run your stencil through your Gemini machine with your embossing mat, so your purple embossing mat. You would emboss it like you would emboss a die. So you take out your magnetic shim, place in your rubber shim, and then you would emboss the detail, and then you could just trim around that if you wanted to. I quite like just the fact that you can just draw around them and just get that beautiful silhouette to cut out.
I agree. And do you know, Debbie, I've recently started doing both.
Yes.
I'm drawing around it and then embossing it, because I feel like the embossed edge gives an edge for my scissor to go against.
So it's really strange you should say that, because when I was on with Craig at the weekend, I did that with cutting. So I did a cut line where you make your aperture. So what I wanted to show is your aperture being cut if you had nesting dies. But if you didn't have nesting dies, I wanted to show how you get it. So if you emboss the line for your nesting dies and then die cut it out and go in the inside the line, it looks like you've used a nesting die, because you've got that embossed detail around the edges. And Craig said he'd never seen that before, and it was just very clever. But it makes a massive difference when you emboss and get those lines.
Absolutely.
Oh, I haven't got my smaller scissors, only got my big scissors.
Would you like them here, Debbie?
Oh, you've got my little snips.
I've got, because I use them for me pad. You
I'm not going to actually cut it all out because it will take too long, but thank you, Leann. I'm just going to cut out one part of it just to show you how easy it is to do. Now, always when you're cutting it out, be mindful, not that it matters, but of which way round you want your teapot to be. So whether you want your handle on the right side or the left side, because what you want to do it on the opposite, draw on the opposite side, because you won't then see inside. And what I mean by that is if you've missed a little bit of your pencil line, or you can see a little bit of your pencil line. I told you I'm no good with scissors, Leann. I'm all over the place with these scissors. But it's not going to matter, because I do have one where I've been much better with cutting out. So yeah, if your pencil line is showing, just make sure it's on the inside.
Yeah.
So
or you can erase it.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you can erase it. I think there's so many of you joining us today, actually, in the comments. And Alison says, I thought I'd ordered these already yesterday when I was looking back at my orders. These are the shutter dies we're talking about now. This was not on it, and I need a few things to reach free shipping. So now I've ordered these and cannot wait for them to get here.
Oh, amazing.
I think your demonstration really inspired everybody.
You'll love them. Absolutely love them.
Kim on YouTube says, when my son and daughter-in-law got married, the registrar called her by the wrong name.
Oh no! Oh, that's awful.
Well. Oh dear. Okay, so Charlotte says it's great to see when demos don't really go to plan. It really helps us understand how to correct things. It really teaches us. I agree. I really do agree with that.
Absolutely.
Julie Merritt, my grandson and I are shouting at the TV, Debbie! Debbie, this is the wrong way. We got there in the end, didn't we?
It's funny you should say that. I was doing that too. I think it was Michelle the other day. She was on Hobby Maker and I was shouting at the TV, no, Michelle, that's the wrong way. And then she corrected what she'd done. And it's funny, isn't it? You sit at home and you know.
Yes.
And we know in the studio, but it's just then your mind goes and you're like,
course.
just can't do it.
There's so much to think about when you think and listen and talking, of course.
Absolutely.
Now, Sandra says, Mr. Yodel is bringing me my parcel today. Should be my wisteria collection.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Debbie, have you got your little teapot finished?
Yes.
So would you mind if we look at all of the cards of the day? So while we watch you finish your card,
Absolutely.
we can vote for our card of the show. In fact, not card of the day.
So let's bring that in.
Would you mind?
Here's my little teapot.
Oh,
this is what it'll look like when it's done. I know. How cute is that?
Debbie, wouldn't that be for a novelty wedding? Wouldn't that be a great little name place holder?
Oh, yes, I love that.
Wouldn't it, for beside
in
everybody's
fact,
table?
You could do your name place and your favour box all in one.
Yes, all in one with a couple of sugared almonds in.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh, John doesn't like a sugared almond. John's doing the universal sign for no thank you, which kind of went like that. So John doesn't like a sugared almond. I'll have to take his Christmas present back. Okay.
Are you in the secret Santa?
Yeah, bag of sugared almonds for John. We'll change them for chocolate Brazils.
Are you in the secret Santa this year?
Jake can have them. Okay, John's going to give Jakey sugared almonds. Excellent. I'm not in the secret Santa this year. I missed the email.
Oh, that's a shame, Leanne.
Yeah,
oh,
bit sad.
Next year.
Next year.
Right,
Debbie.
Number one. Number one was our border dies, so our
Lovely.
beautiful, delicate lace ones. Number two was our Say It With Flowers.
Lovely.
Number three, that gorgeous shutter die. And number four, our little teapot.
I know what I'm voting for,
1, 2, 3,
Debbie.
4. Oh, okay. You keeping it to yourself?
Am I allowed to share?
Yes.
I'm going for number 4.
Oh, you go for number 4?
I'm going for number 4, Debbie. I think that is so perfectly petite and cute.
I know, it's so cute,
and
isn't
I think there's so many little things you could do with that.
Yes.
I think there are so many things.
Yeah.
George is going for number 2.
I think number 1.
And Debbie's going for number 1.
There we go. Now we've all gone
and
for a
Jamie's
different
going
one.
for number 3. So we've got
There
the
we
full
go.
complement. Right, get your votes in. Rachel will count them up for us and we'll finish watching Debbie make that beautiful little teapot. Thank you, Debbie.
Yeah, and it's nice and easy. And that's the thing. You just cut round it. Then you want to use your scoreboard. Because you've got all your lines in your template, you gives you your score lines completely. So these are your little tabs. So when they fold in, you're just going to stick them to each side. So totally easy to do. So I'm just going to put, and in fact, I might use my little red liner. So we do a 3mm red liner. That's going to be perfect to put onto those little gaps. So let's just hold that into place and snip that off. And I've used the craft card just because it works perfectly with the papers. But actually, if you want to make it more brighter, use white cardstock, which is going to look just as lovely. Even
blue,
black.
Little
yes.
redwood teapot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do a bit of stamping on it. Oh, my word. Debbie, you are inspiring me with this.
My goddaughter, on one of her birthday parties a few years ago, they had a Alice in Wonderland inspired tea party because she loved Alice in Wonderland. So John and Lou, her mum and dad, granddad went around for months and months and months running up to her party, collecting all the teapots from the antiques, from the charity shops, and we all had our drink, our wine was in the teapots, and then we had little tea, and everything was mismatched, and it was just amazing.
That is my dream.
It was
I bet
amazing.
it was amazing.
Yeah, it was just so lovely.
Now, my sister's friend, he's called Mr. Sticky Sponge. If you're interested,
there we are, why.
On Facebook, have a look at him. He makes like lifelike realistic cakes. Like when you look at it, you're like that. You know, when you look at something, you go, "That is not a cake."
Oh, didn't they do that on I'm a Celebrity? No, not I'm a Celebrity. There was a programme that was on. And then every time the advert come on, you had to guess whether it was a real or
not.
Yeah.
He does that level of amazingness.
Wow.
And he's done a Mad Hatter's Tea Party before, and that cake was absolutely amazing. It really was. It was exceptional. Cynthia Wood, in our comments, Cynthia says this box is her granddaughter's favourite, and she keeps trying to take it home with her. So she's bought another one for her granddaughter for Christmas, which is lovely, isn't
that's so nice. Yes, what a great gift to give to someone, this box. Really lovely. The stamp sets in here are lovely.
Yeah.
Everything about it is just amazing.
I think boxes like this are fabulous gifts because everything you need is in there.
Yes.
And all you need is your little die cutting machine. All these dies would go through Mini, so you don't need to be investing a lot of money. You don't need to have an electronic machine. Little Mini, $29.99. You know, an ink pad. And you're done really, Debbie, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You don't need a lot at all.
No.
Not a lot at all. Now, your little pieces at the side, you literally just take them to where you've got your first spot of not seeing the edges, and then you just glue those tabs in. As easy as that. And then the next one will just go in, no problem whatsoever. Or you could have them in a bit more, depending on where you want them, but I always think get the most out of the size of the box on the inside. Great for a little, if someone loves their tea, to put some little flavoured tea bags in there, which would be really nice. And then all I've done is I've cut Alice out here, and let me just bring in her here. I've then just put a little bit of gilding wax just around the edges to highlight her so she doesn't get lost, and just make her more antique-y sort of on there. And then I've stamped out some of these playing cards. I think these are going to be so used, little playing cards. And when you've coloured them in, I've just used my red tri-blend marker and my Fryer Brown around the edges, and then I've done the little teacup tea cake, which we've done, and we're just going to decorate our box. Well, in fact, we don't need to. We're getting late on time, so I'm just going to bring that one in. We've got a little sentiment here, so we've got our "We're all mad here." It is a great little sentiment, isn't it?
Isn't it?
So you literally just would pop that onto your box, put your playing cards into place. You've got your little Alice there just wandering through, and then that's the sort of little box that you could be making, which is super cute and just really inspiring to be able to do that from all of these things. And that's just one element, Leanne, out of this whole box. It's incredible.
Honestly, absolutely fun. I mean, the box is cram-packed full. That, I think, is the most beautiful little thing. Perfect petite perfection. Brilliant as little nameplate holders with sweets and like the wedding favours. I think glorious. Look, let me show you everything you're getting in the box again. So you're getting all of these beautiful charms where you've got your little teapots, your little rabbits, your keys, your looking glass. You've got gems in the colour palette. You've got your ribbons in the colour palette. You've got your stamps, which are really fabulous, and showing you how those little cards that Debbie used there. Brilliant. You've got your stopwatch, all of the sentiments that you would expect from a collection like this. You've got Alice. You've got those beautiful dies. You've seen Debbie use that little silhouette of Alice there, which is beautiful. You've got a little teapot silhouette, your teacups, Drink Me. We've got all of our stencils in here, which you can see are absolutely fabulous. This one is brilliant for texture. This is a full design. This is a full design. This is a full design. You've got that teapot template that Debbie was just showing you. All of your beautiful cardstocks, all of your beautiful papers, and that Drink Me that dream sentiment, I beg your pardon, all of that in that box. But if you're a platinum member, $39.99 or $47.96. And don't forget, you will get 100 bonus points on this purchase, regardless of your membership level. So if you're a bronze member and you're saving 5%, you'll still get your 100 bonus points on this, which is absolutely fabulous. It helps you get up to that next level. Now, we need to know who the winner is. So let's have a look and see who our winner is. Demo of the show was close. Number 3 just wins over number 4.
Number 3. I'm not surprised. It's the concept,
Yes,
isn't it?
absolutely.
Because it is amazing and lovely to have that little easel design. So lovely.
And
Thank
Kathy
you.
Leah said it was a very tough decision today. They're all fabulous
Oh,
demonstrations,
thank
Debbie.
you very much.
And I agree with Kathy. Oh, hang on, I've got another comment just coming in last minute. Michelle Parsons says, thank you, Leanne, Debbie and Rachel and Team Social and Crafters for another wonderful show. Well, Michelle, you are very welcome. Can I just say thank you to you, Debbie, for all of those fabulous demonstrations.
Oh, thank you,
You've really
Leanne.
inspired everybody today, and we're really grateful. Thank you. And in George's words, you smashed it there, Debbie. Smashed it. Now, this is the end of a fabulous wake-up call. We're going to take an hour so you can go and check out your baskets. We have got, I've never seen a tower card before, Debbie. I'm so excited for that craft along. And Debbie and I are going to have another glorious 2 hours with you. So go and have a little rest, check out your baskets, have a look at Tenner Tuesday, and we'll see you back in an hour for a fabulous craft along with the very beautiful Debbie. See you soon.